All right, so diving in, automation secret number one, the secret options auto trader that turns any option strategy into a stream of passive income in less than 10 minutes, and it's way easier than you think. So again, in this book called Automate Your Busy Work, which is a Wall Street Journal bestseller, it says it feels great to check off each item of your to-do list, they say. When you reach the end, you'll be free, they say. But the truth is, there is no end. Who here as an options trader feels like there is no end to the work they have to do to trade? Every day they have to find new options, they have to find new stocks, they have to enter a new trade, they have to manage that trade, they have to close the trade, and then once they do that, they have to repeat the whole process over and over and over and over again. You wake up in the morning, you check your phone. During every free moment on the toilet, you check your phone. During meetings, you check your phone. Before you go to bed, you check your phone. You monitor your position. It's just this repeating cycle that just leads to stress, overwhelm, and it's so hard to do and to keep up with. People said that if you just did this in the options world, you'd make money consistently, but the truth is, not only are you actually making money, but the stress is getting to you. And not only is the stress, but the distance that stress is causing between you and the things that you love and the people that you love. You aren't able to be present. You aren't able to actually be there for the people that you want to be there for because of this stress. And so although the money of options trading is great, this endless loop of tasks is just taking away all the fun of options trading. And so that's why I wanted to share this. Not only that, there was another quote in this book that emphasized this point. But for some, the idea of automation adds stress. Who here thinks that robots may take over your portfolio? Yeah, I'll actually be talking more about that in automation secret number 2. But to finish this quote, automation isn't about replacing humans. It's about handing off mindless, time-consuming tasks so that we can focus on the work that machines can't do. Guys, as options traders, we know where we want to take profit. We know where our stop loss should be. So why don't we just have something that does it for us? We know that we're watching trades to get to a certain level. So why don't we just have something do it for us 24/7 that is not emotional? How many times have we not exited a position that we should have because we thought, oh, I think this is going in my favor. Oh, something emotional in us triggers us to actually lose a trade because we didn't follow our rules. Guys, we can set up automations that allow us to do exactly what we want without the emotion and get the results that we actually want without having to watch the market 24/7. Guys, it's not about doing things to replace humans. It's about doing things that gives us our time so we can spend more time with humans and the humans specifically that matter to us. So guys, automation is important and we got to learn how to use it correctly. Not only that, according to The Economist online, which is a huge huge news network, they said recently that the stock market is now run by computers, algorithms, and passive managers. Later in this article, it even said that 75 to 80% of the trades in the market today are done by algos. Guys, if you're not trading with algos or at least using them to help you in your trading, you are behind on the game. Guys, if you're trying to manually trade, these algos are taking advantage of your trade because they are faster, they are smarter, and they don't have emotions, which is what we do, which gets us in trouble. So guys, if you're not using automations, then you're probably going a bit off and you're having a harder time than you should be. Guys, it's not your fault if you're having a hard time. The market is rigged against you because of all these algos. But if you start using an algo too, then you can put yourself on the winning side. All right, so let me know in the comments, are you ready to learn my 4-step framework to automate any option strategy, even if you don't have your own proven strategy? Guys, let me know in the comments. I'm so excited to share this because for some of you, it's going to be the aha moment that goes like, oh my gosh, I should have known this sooner. Now I can actually achieve the options income that I want and have peace of mind as well. So let's dive straight in. Step number 1 is use a proven strategy. So most of you guys already have one, but let me talk about some of the proven strategies in the market today. You have cash secured puts or selling puts. This is one of the most amazing option selling income ever. You have the 112 bear trap, you have the iron condor, you have credit spreads, selling strangles, or your own custom strategy, whatever that is. And so guys, the first step of automating a system is knowing what is the strategy I'm trading. So once you have that, you're good. Step number 2, set up the entry rules. Once you know what strategy you're using, how often do you want to enter that strategy? So again, you need to know things like, do you want to enter once a week, once a month, things like that, and then you can set it up step by step, just like this. So step 1 for your entry rules, you want to select the asset. What are you trading? Next, you want to select the days until expiration. How far out are you going for your options trade? And how often do you want to enter? Once a week, twice a week, once a month, etc. Now, if you're currently trading options, you should know this already. If you're new to options and you don't know this, don't worry, because towards the end of this training, I'll actually be giving you all my best practices, and actually I'll be giving you my exact strategy that's made me $5,923, so that you can just plug and play that model and you don't have to know any of these specifics. Step number 3, after you kind of determine the strategy, determine how often you want to enter the strategy, next is you want to set the management rules, aka how you want your trades to be opened and managed and closed, so that you can actually have safety and security and be able to sleep well. So what we want to do is, number 1, we want to set our take profit percentage, aka when are we going to close the trade at what percentage profit, which most of us already know, so we can just plug that in by default and have our bot take care of it. Next is the stop loss percentage. Again, where are you going to close the trade when you've had a certain percentage loss, which again, most of us know, but because of our emotions, we always move and it leads us to losing more, right? Am I right? Right? And so now we can have a bot actually do that exact percentage every time, and I'll be actually showing more about this in the next automation secret. And we can set the early management, which means we can close the trade when there's X number of days until expiration, which is a very great rule. Again, if you're familiar with option selling, you know all these rules. If not, then again, I'll give you my rules that have worked extremely well in these recent markets. Step number 4, establish safeguards. So now that we have a strategy, we know how often we want to enter the strategy. And step number 3, we manage our trades after we've entered those trades. We need to establish safeguards to protect our accounts. So number 1 is buying power allocation, which I'll be talking more in the next automation secret, because this is very crucial to any strategy, any automation. You need to have this safeguard, and I'll be explaining it more in a second. You also need a market crash safeguard. Guys, as option sellers, if you know when the market dips, that's when most of our losses come. So if we can get out before those dips happen, that would be insanely awesome. And I'll show you exactly how we can do that in the next automation secret, so stay tuned. And email trade approval. For anyone who wants the benefit of automation but wants to still have control of your account, this is the way to do it. After all these rules have been hit, then you can have the bot send you an email, be like, hey, all your rules, your strategy, your entry, your management has been hit. Do you want to enter the trade? Yes or no? And you can still have the final say over your account. So who this works for? This works for options traders with a strategy, options traders without a strategy. So if you have one already or you don't, you can still use this. If you trade undefined risk strategies like selling puts, selling calls, strangles, ratio spreads, 1-on-1s, 1-1-2s, etc., you can use this. If you trade defined risk strategies like credit spreads and iron condors, you can do this too. If you're an options trader who trades with stock options, ETF options, future options, or index options, this will work for you. If you're someone with a super complicated strategy, I'll show you towards the end of the training how you can connect into TradingView and make any complicated strategy you want, and it's actually super simple without coding. So this is for you. And if you're someone who's new to option but still wants passive income, I will show you how you can set this up even if you're an absolute beginner. So you just covered, we just covered automation secret number 1, the secret options to auto trader that turns any option strategy into a stream of passive income in less than 10 minutes, and it's way easier than you think. Who here thought that learning that was awesome, that you can now actually automate your trading, and that it was way easier than you thought without coding, without needing all these complex stuff?